had at least 3 alternate days in addition to the 2 scheduled days in the previous years, and every one of them was pushed out, or clouded out, or blown out, or snowed out. So right now this is looking to be a better season. We hope it is. I think last year when we had the trip scheduled, there had not been a single day that reached 60 degrees. But we had a day that reached 60 degrees about 3 days ago. So, and we're just about a month on the trip, so let's keep our fingers crossed. Anyway, for those who haven't been to Schnebley Coulee or who were there so long ago because of all the cancellations, we're going to just give a quick look at the, I can bring my pointer, at what Schnebley looks like and what we expect to find there. This is Schnebley Coulee. We're looking west.
During an earthquake.
Sorry?
During an earthquake.
It looks more like a tsunami. Where is my pointer? Anyway, that's Highway 10. Old Highway 10, which used to be the only highway or freeway or main highway crossing the state before I-90 was built. And Schnebley Coulee is probably about a mile south of I-90.
Can you close that door?
Close it.
Can you close the door over there?
Is the dentist closed, is it?
It's more than...
That should help. That's pretty blowy. Anyway, this is Old Highway 10 up here that goes from the town of Kittitas down to Vantage, and about a mile over this hill up to the south is where I-90 is. Schnebley Coulee is a favorite location for birders and butterfliers and plant people, and it's not a bad place even for birds, reptiles and such. So it's quite a nice place. There we go. And when the wildflowers come out, it's really a spectacular area. This may be a little bit more flowery than we're going to see in the end of March. Oh, by the way, I didn't think I'd be here after the end of March, but looks like we will be after all, so we're going to have an alternate day in case of bad weather of April 7th. So there'll be 2 shots at it. So anyway, yeah, lots of wildflowers there. It's quite a spectacular place. This is one of our main targets. This is one of the green hair streaks, the Sheridan green hair streak, and this is one of the earliest plants. This is the grazed desert lomation or grazed desert parsley, and it's about the only nectar plant that's available at that time of year. But it's not the larval host plant for the Sheridan's hair streak. The northern buckwheat, Ariagonum compositum, is a host plant. We just have these tiny little leaves just starting to come out on the buckwheat, and you can see the egg laid there. And that's the plant that the larvae feed on. Just look at some of the plants that we're going to see that time of year. Salt and pepper is another desert parsley or lomation Gordmanite. This is a very common violet that occurs all through the sagebrush country, the sagebrush violet, quite a pretty little plant. And the yellow bells, you see the little frillarias pretty much all through the shrub steppe at this time of year. And the sagebrush buttercup, another common plant, nice waxy petals and pretty little plant with 3 lobed leaves. We might be a little bit early for the hedgehog cactus to be in bloom. The cactus will certainly be there. And this is an uncommon plant that a lot of plant people don't really want this location to become common knowledge because cactus leaves will go in and take them, but they do occur all through this area. And the butterflies, we see there's a number of whites that occur in Schnebley. That's one of the main things we'll see. That Sarah Leinstedt is certainly one of those. And the large marble occurs there with its very golden underside. And another marble, you see how much more, not depressed, more, it's darker, a lot darker than the large marbles will be yellow gold, and then this one is a lot darker. And it's a smaller butterfly. It's a desert marble. These marbles, in fact, most of the whites feed they all feed on crucifers. And one of their favorite ones in this area is the brainhead. Help me, I need one of the purple flowers. Arabis, thank you. The Arabis plants, which occur in this area. This is
A
the
minority of them have purple flowers.
I'm sorry?
A minority of Arabis have purple flowers.
Okay, most of the ones we have in this area seem to. But,
Okay.
okay. Now this is the Becker's white. The identifying mark here is on some of the whites, the green or golden green patches follow the veins, but in this area the patch just goes diagonally right across the vein. That's a real good field mark. Spring white is common there. That's another appearance. And then the silvery blue is a common early species, and we'll see that both in Schnebley Coulee, and as they go down to the base of the coulee, down to the Columbia River, we'll see them down there as well. But we do get overwintering butterflies. We have a number of species that overwinter as adults. The satyr comma is one. I didn't bring pictures of the others, but there's morning cloak can be there, and there can be numerous tortoise shells. There can be another comma called the hoary comma. So these are all possible that can pop up. But again, they're not new patches this year. These are adults that were flying last fall and overwintered. Here's another plant. This is the linear leaf daisy, Coryphora linearis. And it's not going to be blooming while we're there. This happens to be the butterfly that uses it as a larval host plant. And I'll get to that in a minute. But when we're there, just a green plant, it almost looks like grass, will be growing, and it won't have the blossoms on it. But what we can find at the time of our field trip is the larvae of this butterfly. They'll be right out feeding on the plant part. Here's a better look at the butterfly sagebrush checker spot. And it's dimorphic, so the female is black and the male looks very much like it, but it's bright orange. So it's very dimorphic. Also, this is one of the buckwheats that grows in the area. It will not be blooming when we're there, or it will be just starting to bloom. And maybe down at the base of the canyon near the Columbia River, we might find them just in the early blooms. But it's used by one of our buckwheat blues. This is the Euphalotes. And this is probably going to be a new species of Euphalotes. This is not named yet, but this requires some additional study before it can be named. The buckwheat blues are a very difficult group. Here's one of our field groups down near the bottom of the canyon. This is on the side road. And this is a wet spot that seems to be perennial. And there always seems to be several butterflies that are attracted to this wet spot. So we have everybody gathered around photographing butterflies. Here's another butterfly that we'll find if the pussy willows are out. Pussy willows produce nectar, and this is one of the two butterflies that use it commonly. Another is a morning cloak, we can see using these same nectar sources. But this is actually a place that we have never been as a group. This is across the Vantage Bridge, which is not very far, and then it's south of the Vantage Bridge. And this is an area where there are large numbers of brown-headed desert buckwheat, Erioticum sphaerocephalum. And there's another type of buckwheat blue that's using these plants. Again, it could be a third species of buckwheat blue. I mean, we're really in a state of profound confusion on these butterflies because they seem to be a lot more diverse than we ever dreamed. We have 3 different new species here. And at the time of year we'll be there, these won't be blooming yet, but there are some other plants that might be interesting enough to go over and have a look. So we might stand over there this time if we have some good butterflies.
Will the adults be flying yet, or are they just, this is where they like to be later on?
The adults of this plant won't be flying yet. The adults fly when the plants are in early bloom because they lay their eggs on the flowers. But the Timoides, the other buckwheat we looked at a minute ago, there's a few of those in here, and they should be maybe starting to bloom and might have leaves on them. So that's all I have for Schnebley Coulee. Hopefully we'll have a little better weather this year, and